Yes, folks, hello, welcome once again to MoDXtra Games and Collectibles. I'm Chris, this is my channel. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with me here once again. And today's video is the third installment of my G.I. Joe Classified Series Packaging Easter Eggs series. G.I. Joe Classified Series video series. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. But this is when I go through the G.I. Joe Classified Series packaging. I focus mostly on the artwork, on the specifically the digital render artwork that now appears on the back, but has previously appeared on the front. So yeah, I'm just looking at the artwork. I'm not rooting around in you know, like little Easter eggs in the product codes and stuff. I know they're there, but this is all about the artwork. And you just go rooting around in the filing cabinet of the mind, dig out the reference, try and find a visual representation of that, share it with you so you can see the little Easter egg too. And that's the sum total of it, really. Like I say, it's the third installment, so I've done 2 videos already. I'll link to those in the description down below and put the most recent one at the end of the vid, the recommended video at the end of the vid. But to pay close attention to the publication date of this video, it's now August 2024, and I'm covering figures that have just recently or not so long ago come out, or upcoming figures from around now that we're expecting in the next couple of months or so, just to set the scene. So if you're following along, and then stick around to the end, because there's a couple that I feel like might be an Easter egg, but I can't quite put my finger on it. So I'm going to give a shout out and ask you guys to help me out with those for a future installment. All right, well, that's it. Long intro. Let's stop blathering on, Chris. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at some artwork and pluck out these G.I. Joe Easter eggs, shall we? All right, folks, well, to get us started, we're going to look at number 121 in the line. It's the Night Creeper, a relatively recent release. And if we take a look at the artwork and zoom in closely to the digital render, we can see that these couple of Night Creepers are creeping around on the torch, the flame torch, or what appears to be the flame torch, at the top of the Statue of Liberty on Staten Island in New York. Now, this is a homage reference to a scene, a set of events that took place in A Real American Hero issue 107. The long and the short of it, I'll not spoiler it too much, but the long and the short of it is, this is at the point where Storm Shadow has done a switcheroo and joined the side of the G.I. Joes. Cobra Commander, not very happy about this, and hires the Night Creepers to go track Storm Shadow down and do him in to make an example of a traitor to the Cobra cause. And I won't tell you much more then, although the Night Creepers believe that Storm Shadow's got a secret safe house in the Statue of Liberty, which is why they're creeping around over there. And here is the very scene from the comic book. I've just put it up there on the screen to the left of me, but that's, well, to my left, but to your right on the screen. But that's, yeah, that's a clear homage, clear reference to the scene in A Real American Hero, issue 107, heavily featuring the Night Creepers. Next up on the list, folks, we're going to take a look at number 123 in the line. It's my man Torch from the Dreadnoks team. There's actually 2 cheeky little references, little Easter egg references in the digital render artwork on the back of this bad boy, this hard-rocking Lemmy lookalike bad boy. If we zoom in, we can see there in the background that we've got the Cold Sliver poster stuck on the window and a guitar amp on the floor there. This is, of course, the practice space for Cold Sliver. It's, in fact, a bass amp, if I remember rightly. Torch was the bassist. In fact, Torch completes the Cold Sliver lineup. We've got the full band now. Singer, guitarist, bassist, keyboardist, and the drummer in the Dreadnought team there. But this is clearly their rehearsal space. And Cold Sliver appeared in the Season 1 episode called Cold Slither, episode 51. Cobra are trying to take over people's minds with subliminal messages through rock music, and Cold Slither are the band. Let's take a quick look at the clip, shall we?
We're barbarians! No! Cut! You fool! This is what I want! Keep the film rolling!
And of course, let's not forget the discarded cans of grape soda. We can see one there in front of the amplifier in my zoomed in picture there, which is making a reference to the repeat joke, the repeat line that appeared in Larry Hammer's work, where the Dreadnoks are obsessed with grape soda and chocolate donuts. In fact, I'll put the very first appearance of that sentence in A Real American Hero on the screen right now. Right, I'm sticking with figures that have been released, the recent releases, and the next on the list is number 124, which is Jinx, classic G.I. Joe the movie character. In fact, that's when she first appeared in the line. And the digital render artwork on the back of this box is a direct reference to a scene that took place in there. If we zoom in there, we can see that it's a spa, a gym spa type location. And this, of course, is nodding towards the sparring scene with Beachhead from G.I. Joe the movie. In fact, let's take a quick peek at that scene, shall we?
Pathetic. Don't bother to unpack. You ain't staying here long.
Care to try it again? My way? As my blind ninja master used to say. The keenest eye is that which looks inward. See what I mean?
That Jinx, man, she's one bad luck lady, but it's clear, isn't it? Obviously, a reference to that particular scene in G.I. Joe the movie. So there you go. And while we're talking about G.I. Joe the movie, folks, let's keep this ball rolling by talking about the San Diego Comic-Con Once a Man Cobra Commander exclusive figure. Here it is on the screen there. But if we get closer in and take a look at the artwork on the inside book leaf folder screen thing, Jesus Christ, I shouldn't record these videos so late. What the hell's that called? You know, the covery leafy bit. Anyway, if we take a look at the artwork in there, we can see that this is yet another reference to G.I. Joe the movie. In fact, I think a lot of the Cobra last stuff that we got coming up is going to make references. This is when Cobra Commander is facing trial for his, I don't know, idiocy, his incompetence in making the Cobra art agenda come real. Or something. I don't know. Just, Globulus has just got a bee in his body about Cobra Commander or a snake on his rod, as the case may be. But in any case, let's have a quick peek at that scene.
You have no jurisdiction over me. Release me at once or taste my wrath. I promise I'll...
Be silent!
Oh, be silenced. I am always prepared to listen to reason, most honored sire.
Hey folks, just a very quick note about the use of clips in this video. It means that I am very likely to have this vid demonetized and I'll be earning no ad revenue on the vid. That's fine, that's cool. I'm not a YouTube pro or anything, I'm just an enthusiast who does it for laughs. But what the ad revenue does do is it allows me to raise a bit of funds to do wacky endeavors like the Amazon action figure accessory reviews. It raises a bit of revenue so I can take some more risky purchases and buy some of the more jankier random shite off Amazon to review and show to you to see if it's any good or not. And it allows me to cover the import costs of some figures that I'd like to review but can't afford to get over here in the UK because of the high shipping cost. So I'll ask one very simple favor. I'll beg of you one thing. If you shop with Amazon, would you please consider using my Amazon affiliate link down in the description below? I'll put links to all the G.I. Joe classified figures that I've talked about today, but if you just generically use the link, it would really help me out. It's win-win. You buy and shop whatever you would normally buy and shop. I'll then get a little kickback, and because of the way I've set up my account, I'll get an Amazon gift voucher, which will then allow me to buy random janky accessories so I can do more Amazon action figure accessory reviews. Okay, that's enough of the, the chlorine YouTubey money grubbing stuff. Let's now get back to the Easter eggs. Okay, that's all I could find in recent releases that I've not previously covered before with packaging Easter eggs. I'm going to look a little bit ahead at some upcoming releases. Only a small handful, but they're all available for pre-order, he says, just checking his notes. Yes, they are all currently available for pre-order, and they're on the way in the next couple of months, and I'm pretty sure they'll be 2024 releases. I'm going to start with number 133 in the line here, which is Alpine. If we zoom in and take a closer look at the image, we can see that Alpine there is, climbing a rock face, getting all harassed by a couple of vipers on trouble bubbles. He's smiling, though. He's having a merry old time getting into it with those trouble bubbles. But this is a reference to a variant cover of A Real American Hero 270. The artist is John Royal, and if I put it up next to the artwork, you'll see. It's clearly a homage to John Royal's variant artwork there. So, another comic book reference in the Easter eggs, which is nice to see. In fact, folks, the next one on the list is a comic book reference as well, or at least I believe it is. Let's take a look at number 135, which is Road Pig. Road Pig and Raucous there. And let's talk about a little cheeky, well, there's 2 Easter eggs here, but one I want to specifically focus on. We can see, of course, as we look at this larger image here, there's the discarded cans of grape soda in the background. I've already made reference to that. We know what's going on with that. But if we zoom in on top of those little oil canisters in the background there, you can see there's a little teddy bear with a little love note with Zorana written on it. And I believe this is a reference to Road Pig's first comic book appearance, which is issue 83 of A Real American Hero. Road Pig's in a bar, he's drinking it up, he's, being all split personality and weird with all the other regular patrons of the bar that he's in, and he overhears a television news broadcast that points out that Zanzibar and Zorana have been captured, and he says, Zorana, my love, my true love, my one true love, I'm going to go and rescue her. And then hops on his bike, shoots off to rescue her, and then when he sees her, he says, I've rescued you because I want you to like me. And flutters his eyelids. And Zorana says, of course I like your Road Pig. It's one of those little kind of noddy references to the comic books there, where Road Pig has this little crush on Zorana, and I believe that's what that's making reference to. I don't know if there's a specific event. I couldn't recall a specific event where there was a teddy bear gift involved. I think it's just a subtle nod on the part of Lenny and his design team. So there you go, Road Pig. So that's everything I've got for you today in this 3rd installment of my G.I. Joe Classified series packaging Easter eggs series. That I need to find another way of saying that. Saying series twice feels funny to me. But in any case, but at the beginning I said there was a couple that I felt might be a thing, but couldn't sort of put my finger on, and wondered if you guys as audience members might know. So I made a little list here. I'll let you know which ones are the ones that are making me think there's something there, but can't quite get to it. I wondered if the Tiger Force Tripwire and Roadblock, the kind of waterfall outpost scene, I feel like that's a thing. Is it maybe an advert or something, or a comic book reference? I don't know. Maybe not. Perhaps I'm just making things up in my head. But if it is, let me know in the comments down below. The other one that was bothering me was the Raptor artwork. Maybe I should put it up on screen, in fact. Put it up on screen in front of you, Chris. In fact, editor Chris, make sure you do that for the Tiger Force guys as well in a minute. But Raptor with the trouble bubbles flying around. I wondered if that was a reference to something. I seem to remember Raptor, it was the Pogo, wasn't it? The whole Cobra Commander Pogo thing. And then other issues, I went and had a read around, and other issues with Raptor, he's all kind of rolled up in the Fred, Billy, Cobra Commander weird storyline thing where that was going on in the armor. So I couldn't find anything. Maybe there's a battle scene or something that I'm missing there. And the last one on the list that I wasn't so sure about is Storm Shadow version 2. The Arashikage Temple. I just wondered if there was something there, or it was just a generic, let's put Storm Shadow in the Arashikage Temple. So let me know if there's anything I'm missing. I know some of you will want to jump into the comments and go, don't forget Nemesis Enforcer. Oh, no, wait, there's another one on my list. Sorry, don't go yet. The Iron Grenadiers and the Iron Grenadier Bats, like some Castle Destro stuff. I went and reread sort of Real American Hero 6975 and couldn't find a shot that made me think of their packaging, but maybe it's a thing. Who knows? I don't know. You'd let me know if I'm just now chasing rainbows on this. I've just got Easter egg crazy, looking for Easter eggs. All right, now I'll finish it up. So thanks very much for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed my little walkthrough. I'll come back. It's been 6 months since the last one. I'll come back in a couple of months' time. Once again, we've accrued some more releases, some previews and stuff that have got stuff in them that I can make content out of. So there will be a 4th part. It's just, I've obviously got to wait for them to show us new packaging with Easter eggs in to make it. But in the meantime, thank you so very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here with me. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week. And I'll see you again around these parts for another video sometime soon, hopefully. All right? Take it easy, folks.